Space extends without pause. It has no edge that can be reached. It has no central point that matters. It is a wide field where matter exists sparsely. Most regions are empty. This emptiness is stable and quiet. Within space, galaxies exist. A galaxy is a large system of stars, gas, and dust. Gravity keeps these parts together. Galaxies drift slowly through space. They remain far apart from one another. Distances between them are calm and vast. Many galaxies have spiral forms. Their arms curve gently outward. Other galaxies appear smooth and rounded. Some have uneven shapes. Their structure changes slowly over time. Nothing happens quickly on this scale. Inside galaxies, stars are spread unevenly. Stars are concentrated toward central regions. They thin out toward the edges. Stars move in long, steady paths. Their motion is guided by gravity. A star is a stable sphere of hot gas. It produces light continuously. This light travels outward in all directions. Stars form from clouds of gas and dust. These clouds are called nebulae. Nebulae are diffuse and extended. They occupy large regions of space. Their material is thin and widely spread. Gravity slowly gathers this material. Over long periods, denser regions form. As a cloud becomes denser, it warms slightly. Pressure increases gradually. A star begins its stable phase. This phase lasts a very long time. During this time, the star changes very little. Stars vary in size. Some are larger and brighter. Some are smaller and dimmer. Their color reflects surface temperature. Blue-white stars are hotter. Red stars are cooler. Most stars remain stable for extended periods. Their light output stays steady. Their position changes slowly. They follow predictable paths within their galaxy. Around many stars, planets exist. Planets are bodies that orbit stars. They do not produce light. They reflect the light of their star. Their surfaces and atmospheres vary. Some planets are rocky. They have solid surfaces. Others are made mostly of gas. Some contain thick atmospheres. Others have very thin ones. Planets move in regular paths. These paths repeat consistently. Motion remains stable over time. Small variations occur gradually. Many planets have moons. Moons orbit their planets calmly. They are shaped by gravity and time. Their surfaces often remain unchanged for long periods. Between stars, space is not empty. Gas and dust are present. These materials drift slowly. They respond to gravity and radiation. Nebulae appear in different forms. Some are regions where stars form. Others are remnants of older stars. They expand gently into surrounding space. Light passing through nebulae is softened. It spreads across the cloud. The cloud glows faintly. Its shape is irregular and gradual. Galaxies gather into groups. Groups gather into clusters. Clusters connect into larger structures. These structures form filaments. Between filaments are large, empty regions. This arrangement creates a loose pattern. It resembles a web on a very large scale. The pattern forms slowly. It continues to evolve gradually. Gravity shapes this structure. Its influence is constant and gentle. It acts over long periods. It affects all matter equally. Light travels through space freely. It moves without resistance. It carries information across distance. Light from distant objects takes time to arrive. What is observed reflects earlier states. Change has already occurred elsewhere. Observation is always delayed slightly. Stars age over time. Their internal processes shift gradually. Some expand as they change. Some lose outer layers slowly. Material returns to space. This material mixes with surrounding gas. New clouds form later. The cycle continues quietly. Planets also change. Their interiors cool, surfaces erode slowly. Atmospheres evolve over time. These changes take long periods. Orbits remain stable. Motion continues without interruption. Patterns repeat consistently. Dark regions E. Exist within space. Some matter does not emit light. Its presence is known through its effects. It influences motion and structure. Its behavior is steady. Space has no sound. There is no medium for sound to travel. Events occur silently. Only light and radiation move freely. Temperature in space varies. Near stars, it is warmer. Far from stars, it is cold. Most of space remains cold. Time feels extended at this scale. Processes unfold slowly. Nothing demands attention. Galaxies rotate gradually. Stars orbit their galactic centers. Planets orbit stars. Moons orbit planets. This layered motion persists. Dust grains drift gently. Gas expands and contracts slightly. Radiation passes through. Space remains open and calm. Nebulae thin over time. Stars maintain steady output. Planets remain in motion. Large structures remain intact. Small changes accumulate slowly. Balance is maintained. Light continues outward. Gravity continues inward. Motion continues. Space remains broad and quiet. Distances remain large. Objects remain separated. Everything persists, slowly, evenly. Space continues to remain open and sparse. Matter is separated by long distances. Most motion is slow and stable. Galaxies maintain their structure over long periods. Their stars orbit in wide paths. These paths rarely change suddenly. The overall shape remains recognizable. Within galaxies, star systems persist quietly. Stars hold their planets through gravity. This force acts continuously. It does not weaken with repetition. Planetary motion is predictable. Each orbit follows a consistent route. Day and night cycles occur where rotation exists. These cycles repeat steadily. Some planets retain atmospheres. Gases are held by gravity. Atmospheres move slowly. Weather patterns, where present, change gradually. Other planets lack thick atmospheres. Their surfaces are exposed. Temperature differences are extreme. Change happens through slow impacts and radiation. Moons follow their planets faithfully. They show the marks of time. Craters accumulate. Surfaces remain mostly unchanged. Asteroids and smaller bodies exist throughout space. They orbit stars quietly. Some gather in belts, others travel alone. Collisions are rare. Most objects never meet. Space allows separation. Gas between stars remains thin. It drifts gently. It responds to radiation and gravity. Movement is subtle. Nebulae continue to spread. Their edges fade gradually. Internal motion is slow. Their shapes shift over long periods. Some nebulae grow brighter as stars form. Others dim as material disperses. This change is gradual. Nothing is abrupt. Light from stars passes through these clouds. It scatters softly. Colors appear muted. Brightness remains low. Galactic centers are dense regions. Stars move more closely together. Gravity is stronger. Motion remains ordered. Outer regions are sparse. Stars are farther apart. Movement is slower. The environment is calmer. Between galaxies, vast empty regions exist. Few particles occupy these spaces. Radiation moves freely. Darkness dominates. Large-scale structure remains consistent. Filaments persist. Voids remain open. This pattern changes slowly. Gravity continues its work. It pulls matter inward. It shapes motion without sound. Its influence never stops. Light continues outward. It crosses empty regions. It fades with distance. It carries information without intention. Stars continue their stable phases. Energy production remains steady. Internal balance is maintained. As stars evolve, they release material. Gas returns to space. Dust spreads outward. New clouds form later. This recycling continues. Matter is reused. Nothing is wasted. Planets cool over time. Internal heat diminishes. Surfaces become quieter. Orbits remain intact. Motion repeats. Patterns hold. Space does not rush. Processes unfold slowly. Change accumulates gently. Radiation fills space evenly. Background energy remains. It is faint and constant. Dark matter influences structure. It does not emit light. Its presence is inferred through motion. Its effect is steady. No region is truly isolated. Everything interacts through gravity and radiation. Connections exist without contact. Space remains silent. No vibration carries sound. Events occur without noise. Temperature differences persist. Warmth stays near stars. Cold dominates elsewhere. Time continues without reference. No external marker exists. Only motion and change define it. Galaxies persist. Stars continue shining. Planets continue orbiting. Dust continues drifting. Gas continues spreading. The structure of space remains wide, calm. Space remains extended and quiet. There is no background activity that demands focus. Everything proceeds without urgency. Galaxies continue their slow motion. Their overall form stays stable. Minor shifts occur gradually. Nothing breaks the balance suddenly. Stars remain bound to their galactic paths. They orbit through regions of varying density. Their spacing changes slowly. Encounters are uncommon. Star clusters exist within galaxies. These clusters contain many stars close together. They formed from the same clouds. Over time, they spread out. Gravity weakens gradually. Some clusters remain intact, others disperse. The process is slow. Stars maintain internal balance. Pressure and gravity remain aligned. Energy flows outward steadily. Light output remains consistent. This steady emission fills surrounding space. Light reflects off nearby material. Most light continues onward without interaction. Planetary systems remain stable. Gravitational relationships persist. Small disturbances are absorbed over time. Planets rotate steadily. Rotation creates repeating cycles. The length of these cycles varies. The repetition remains constant. Surfaces respond to radiation. Some warm slightly, some cool rapidly. Overall change is slow. Atmospheres, where present, move gently. Winds flow gradually. Clouds form and disperse. Patterns repeat. On planets without atmospheres, surfaces remain still. Dust settles slowly. Impacts are rare. Silence dominates. Moons continue their motion. They remain locked in steady orbits. Their rotation often matches their orbit. The same surface faces inward. Tidal forces shape these bodies. Stress builds gradually. Surface features change slowly. Smaller objects populate space. Comets follow long paths. Their motion takes extended periods. They remain inactive most of the time. When closer to stars, material releases gently. Gas and dust trail behind. This activity is temporary. Most of the time, comets remain quiet. They drift far from light. Asteroid regions remain dispersed. Objects are separated by distance. Collisions remain infrequent. Interstellar space contains thin gas. Hydrogen is common. Other elements exist in small amounts. This material moves slowly. Radiation passes through freely. Magnetic fields influence charged particles. Their motion curves gently. Nebulae continue to evolve. Dense regions persist longer. Diffuse regions fade. Some nebulae form structured shapes. Others remain irregular. Edges are soft. Star formation continues quietly. Material gathers gradually. No sudden motion dominates. Once formed, stars join existing populations. They adopt similar paths. They blend into the galaxy. Galactic rotation continues. Inner regions move differently than outer ones. The pattern remains stable. Between galaxies, space remains mostly empty. Few particles pass through. Radiation dominates. Large-scale structure remains intact. Filaments hold galaxies together loosely. Voids remain vast and open. This arrangement cha. Gravity continues shaping it. No sharp boundaries exist. Time remains unmarked. There is no reference point. Processes define progression. Energy spreads outward. Matter responds inward. Balance persists. Stars eventually alter their structure. Some expand gradually. Some shed material slowly. This material enriches space. Dust grains form from cooling gas. They drift apart. They later become part of new clouds. This recycling continues. Matter moves through phases. Nothing remains fixed. Planets cool as internal heat fades. Geologic activity decreases. Surfaces stabilize. Orbits remain. Motion continues. Repetition persists. Light continues traveling. It passes through dust and gas. Most of it remains unchanged. Space remains silent. No sound travels, only motion exists. Cold dominates most regions. Warmth remains near stars. Contrast persists. Everything continues without urgency. No event demands attention. Change accumulates slowly. Space remains wide. Space remains calm. Space remains. Space maintains its quiet continuity. Nothing interrupts the overall stillness. Movement exists, but it is gentle. Galaxies continue to age. Their stars slowly change position. The overall structure remains familiar. Alteration happens over long spans. Spiral galaxies keep their curved arms. Material moves along these arms. Density varies slightly. Patterns repeat. Elliptical galaxies remain smooth. Stars move in less ordered paths. The system stays balanced. There is no sudden motion. Irregular galaxies lack symmetry. Their shape is uneven. They still follow gravitational rules. Stability remains. Stars inside galaxies remain separated by distance. Close encounters are rare. Most stars never interact directly. Light from each star spreads outward. It weakens with distance. Most of it travels endlessly. Planetary systems remain small compared to galaxies. They occupy limited regions. Their influence does not extend far. Within these systems, gravity dominates. Planets remain bound. Moons remain attached. Rotational motion continues. Axes remain tilted or stable. Cycles repeat without variation. Ah! Surface conditions depend on distance from stars. Closer regions receive more radiation. Farther regions remain cold. Ice remains solid in distant zones. Gas condenses slowly. Material stays unchanged for long periods. In warmer regions, gases move more freely. Atmospheres expand slightly. Movement remains slow. Magnetic fields exist around some planets. They guide charged particles. Their shape remains stable. Moons experience tidal effects. Internal heating may persist. Surface changes remain minimal. Rings exist around some planets. They are made of small particles. Each particle follows its own orbit. The system remains flat and thin. Small bodies continue drifting. Their paths cross rarely. Space provides separation. Interstellar dust absorbs some light. It scatters the rest. Dark regions appear. These regions are not empty. They contain cold gas. They remain quiet. Nebulae continue their slow transformation. Some condense. Some disperse. Star-forming regions remain active for long periods. Activity is not constant. It varies gradually. Once star formation ends, remnants remain. Gas spreads outward. Energy dissipates. Galactic centers remain dense. Motion is faster there. Still, change is controlled. Outer regions remain calm. Stars move slowly. Distances are larger. Between galaxies, background radiation persists. It is uniform. It is faint. Space is filled with this low-level energy. It does not fluctuate quickly. Dark matter continues influencing motion. Its presence shapes rotation. Its distribution remains smooth. No visible trace marks it. Only motion reveals its effect. Time continues without pause. There is no external clock. Processes define progression. Energy spreads, matter responds. Equilibrium persists. Stars continue shining steadily. Their output remains constant. Their lifespan unfolds slowly. Eventually, stars change state. Material is released. Space receives it quietly. This material mixes with surrounding gas. New clouds form later. The cycle resumes. Planets remain in orbit. Moons remain nearby. Asteroids remain distant. Nothing accelerates unexpectedly. Nothing demands attention. Space remains open. Space remains sparse. Space remains calm. Motion continues. Change continues. Silence continues. Space preserves its broad uniformity. No region claims importance over another. Everything exists in relation. Galaxies remain embedded in larger structures. Their motion follows gentle curves. Interactions are rare and slow. When galaxies pass near one another, gravity acts gradually. Shapes may distort slightly. Material stretches without violence. Change unfolds over long periods. Most galaxies remain isolated. They evolve independently. Their internal order stays intact. Stars continue their long, stable phases. Energy production remains balanced. Light output changes very slowly. This light fills surrounding space. It overlaps with light from other stars. The result is a steady background glow. Planetary systems persist quietly. Their layout remains familiar. Distances between planets stay consistent. Gravitational balance holds everything in place. Small disturbances fade over time. Order restores itself naturally. Planets with solid surfaces cool gradually. Internal motion slows. Volcanic activity decreases. Atmospheres thin or stabilize. Gas escapes slowly. Nothing leaves suddenly. Ice accumulates in colder regions. It remains unchanged for long periods. Surfaces become still. Moons remain shaped by tidal forces. Some show internal warmth. Most remain inactive. Rings around planets remain structured. Particles orbit independently. Collisions are minor and rare. Cometary bodies remain distant. They travel long paths. Their activity is brief and subdued. Most of the time, they remain frozen. They drift quietly. Asteroid populations remain dispersed. They share common regions. Space between them remains wide. Interstellar gas continues its slow movement. Density varies slightly. Temperature remains low. Magnetic fields extend through space. They guide charged particles. Their influence is subtle. Radiation flows continuously. It passes through matter easily. It fills empty regions evenly. Nebulae continue changing shape. Edges soften, structures fade or condense. Star-forming regions remain calm, material gathers without haste. New stars emerge gradually. Once formed, stars settle into stability. They join existing patterns. They contribute to the overall balance. Galactic motion remains predictable. Rotation continues steadily. Mass distribution stays consistent. Outer galactic regions remain faint. Stars are widely spaced. Motion is slow. Between galaxies, space remains nearly empty. Only radiation and sparse particles exist. Stillness dominates. Large-scale structure remains coherent. Filaments persist. Voids remain open. Gravity maintains this arrangement. Its effect is constant. It does not weaken. Dark matter continues influencing motion. It remains unseen. Its presence is steady. Stars continue their quiet output. Planets continue their orbits. Moons continue their paths. Dust continues drifting. Gas continues spreading. Nothing concludes. Nothing accelerates. Everything proceeds evenly. Space remains evenly distributed. There is no preferred location. All positions are equivalent. Galaxies continue to exist within this uniform field. They remain bound collections of matter. Their internal motion stays organized. Stars within galaxies follow long arcs. Their paths curve gently. They rarely intersect. The density of stars varies. Central regions are denser, outer regions are sparse. This contrast remains stable. Stars emit light steadily. The emission does not fluctuate rapidly. Energy flows outward continuously. This energy warms nearby space slightly. Farther regions remain cold. The gradient is smooth. Planetary systems remain minor features. They occupy small volumes. Their influence does not extend far. Within these systems, gravity dominates completely. Planets remain bound. Moons remain attached. Rotation continues. Axial orientation remains mostly fixed. Cycles repeat without interruption. Surface conditions evolve slowly. Erosion occurs over long periods. Impacts are infrequent. Atmospheric motion, where present, remains gentle. Circulation patterns persist. Change is gradual. On airless bodies, surfaces remain static. Dust settles slowly. Nothing stirs it. Moons remain shaped by their planet's gravity. Tidal locking persists. Orientation remains constant. Rings continue orbiting as flat systems. Particles interact rarely. Structure remains thin. Small bodies remain scattered. They follow independent paths. Space provides separation. Interstellar matter remains diffuse. Gas density is low. Dust grains are widely spaced. This material absorbs and scatters light. Dark regions appear. They are calm and cold. Nebulae remain extended. Their boundaries are indistinct. Internal motion is minimal. Some nebulae slowly condense. Others slowly disperse. Both processes are gradual. Star formation proceeds quietly. Material gathers slowly. No sharp transitions occur. Once formed, stars stabilize. They maintain balance internally. Their output becomes consistent. Galactic motion remains steady. Rotation continues. Mass distribution changes little. Outer galactic regions remain faint. Stars are few. Distances are large. Between galaxies, space remains dominated by emptiness. Particles are rare. Radiation fills the gaps. This radiation remains uniform. Its intensity changes slowly. It does not pulse. Large-scale structure persists. Filaments remain connected. Voids remain open. Gravity continues shaping this arrangement. Its influence extends everywhere. It does not pause. Dark matter remains present. It does not emit light. Its effect is inferred through.